নমস্কার, আপনারা দেখছেন চেতনা টিভি। আপনাদের সঙ্গে রয়েছে আমি স্মৃতি। প্রায় ৩৫ বছর ধরে লক্ষ লক্ষ ছাত্রছাত্রীর স্বপ্ন পূরণ করে চলেছে রাইস এডুকেশন। এবার বোধহয় আপনার পালা। শুধু তার সঙ্গে লাগবে আপনার একটু চেষ্টা, একাগ্রতা এবং ধৈর্য। রাইস এডুকেশন রয়েছে আপনাদের পাশে, যে কারণেই সফলতা আপনাদের সঙ্গেই থাকবে। আজ রাইস অনলাইন ক্লাসে আমরা রয়েছি এই মুহূর্তে ইন্ডিয়ান পলিটি কম্পিটিটিভ এক্সামের ক্ষেত্রে, যা অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ। ইন্ডিয়ান পলিটির ক্লাস নেবেন রাইস এডুকেশনের টিচার ম্যাম সুতপা বেরা। ম্যাম, আপনাকে স্বাগত রাইস অনলাইন ক্লাসে। এর আগেও বেশ কয়েকটা ক্লাস অলরেডি আপনার কাছে আমার স্টুডেন্টস করেছে। আজকেও আমরা ইন্ডিয়ান পলিটিতে থাকবো, তবে আমরা সরাসরি কোশ্চেন এবং এরই পাশাপাশি কী ধরনের প্রশ্ন আসতে পারে সব কিছুই আলোচনা করব। তবে শুরুতেই আমরা একটু ডিরেক্ট ক্লাসে চলে যাই।
Hello students, our today's topic is center-state relations, right? In fact, India possesses the federal form of government officially. The main feature of federal form of government is existence of dual government, center and the state governments, okay? Under this system, the main issue is center-state power divisions. This is known as center-state relations. Clear? We can discuss this under three fields. These three fields are center-state legislative relations, center-state administrative relations, and center-state financial relations, right? Part 11 deals with two relations. What are they? Center-state legislative and administrative relations, and part 12 deals with center-state financial relations. Okay. Now students will discuss these three fields separately in detail. Okay. First come to center-state legislative relations. Okay, what does it mean? What should be the subject matter under center-state legislative relations? It deals with center-state law-making power divisions. Now, at the center, who can make the laws? Answer is Parliament. At the states, laws are made by concerned state legislature. So center-state legislative relations deal with center-state law-making power divisions. Clear? So under this zone, we will discuss about few articles regarding this center-state legislative relations. Clear? Let's see. First come to article 245. 245 deals with application area of a law. 245 is saying that application area of a law made by Parliament is all over India, and a law made by state legislature is the concerned state only. That means the application area of a central law is all over India, and the state law is the state only. That means the state law is coexistent but co-extended with the central law. Just mind it. So, Article 245 deals with application area of laws, center law and the state laws. Clear? Now come to Article 246, very important. 246 deals with exclusive power to make the laws. I repeat, exclusive power to make the laws. On this basis, all the subjects, all the matters under India have been divided into 3 lists. These 3 lists are Union List or List 1, then State List or List 2, then Concurrent List or List 3. Right now, Union List has 100 subjects such as War and Peace, Bank, etc., etc. Right, mentioned under the list 100 subjects. There were originally 97 subjects under Union List. State List has at present 61 subjects. In fact, 5 subjects have been shifted from State List to Concurrent List by 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. So, State List had originally 66 subjects. Next, Concurrent List. This list has right now 52 subjects. 5 subjects have been shifted to this from State List. So, there were over here 47 subjects. So, I repeat, Union List or List 1 has right now 100 subjects, originally 97 subjects. State List has right now 61 subjects, originally 66 subjects. Concurrent List has right now 52 subjects, originally 47 subjects. So, under 246, powers are clearly divided between centre and states in written format. Students, this is the basic feature of our federal country, right? So, over here in India, powers are what? Divided into 3 lists: Union List, State List and Concurrent List. Now, article is saying that the exclusive power to make the laws in union listed matters have been delegated on Parliament. So, Parliament has the power, exclusive power to make laws on the union listed matters, right? Concerned SL has the exclusive power to make the laws under state listed matters, and both have exclusive powers to make laws on the concurrent listed matters. Clear? These are under 246 explained properly. Clear? But lists are under 7 scheduled mentioned chapters, right over there, subjects over there. Next come to article 248. 248 deals with residuary powers. Now, what are residuary subjects? It means the subjects which are not included in any of the 3 lists. So, on this subject, who can make the laws? Only Parliament. So, under article 248, the Parliament enjoys residuary powers, not the state, just mind it. So, I repeat, union listed matters, laws are made by Parliament. State listed matters, laws are made by SL concerned. Concurrent listed matters, laws are made by both center states. Residuary matters, laws are made by Parliament. Clear? Now, back to Article 246 again. I have said that state list or list 2 has right now 61 subjects such as health, police, public order, right. On these subjects, who has the power to make the laws? Only state legislature. Is that clear? It is official. But students, listen very carefully. There are 4 articles. Under these 4, there are 4 fields. By showing these 4 fields, the Parliament can make laws on the state matters any time. In that case, states have no say. So let's see what are the fields and articles. The 4 articles are Articles 249, Article 250, Article 253 and Article 252. I repeat, Articles 249, 250, 252 and 253. Let's see grounds are what under these 4 articles. First come to Article 249. It's saying that the Parliament can make laws on any matter of state list if Rajya Sabha passes a resolution by 2/3 majority for a national interest. I repeat, Article 249 is saying that the Parliament can make laws on state listed matters anytime if Rajya Sabha gives permission by passing bill by 2/3 majority on the ground national interest. So under Article 249, ground is what? Ground is national interest. Next, Article 250. 250 ground is national emergency. It is saying that when Article 352 is existing in India, then centre can make law on the state matters automatically. So under 250 ground is national emergency. Next, Article 252 ground is request of 2 or more states to Parliament to make a law on a matter on which they have in disputes. So on this matter, the Parliament can make laws, right, if the states request the Parliament, but that law will affect the concerned state and not the rest of the states. So Article 252 ground is request of 2 or more states. Next, Article 253 ground is application of treaty of international nature. So by showing this, any of the 4 grounds, the Parliament or centre can make laws on the state matter anytime. In these cases, states have no say. Clear? Now come to Article 254. 254 is saying that inconsistency between laws made by Parliament and SL to a matter of concurrent list, then central law will override the state law. Central law will execute. Right? So these are under center state legislative relations. Okay? So it is saying that India is a federal country. Is it practical? Certainly not. In fact, India is a quasi-federal country. Over here, center is more powerful than the states. Right? Over here, center controls the states under these various articles. So India is officially federal, but in fact, it's a quasi-federal country. Okay.
ম্যাম একটা ছোট্ট ব্রেক নেওয়ার সময় হয়ে গেছে, একটা বিরতির পর ফিরে আসছি রাইস অনলাইন ক্লাসে। ফিরছি একটা ছোট্ট বিরতির পর, সঙ্গে থাকুন।